Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Mexico City. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Mariota going to put it up right away. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Play action. It's Burrow rolling to his left, and he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
And he's got it. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Burrow going to keep it himself, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw again on second down. Mariota. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run with Patterson. And some space here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons. Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Patterson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Mariota. Complete to Zaccheaus. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. On 4th down, Mariota is off, and on comes Atlanta's Younghoe Koo. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lorenzo Carter coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase from 13 yards out. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Williams now on the return. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. To the air again, Mariota. And now another one thrown incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get their running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On the move to his left. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Mariota. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Give to Patterson, running to the right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Mariota. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Patterson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mariota now. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Mariota will look to throw. It's complete. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for 2, unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Mexico City. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Burrow will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Following the interception here, Mariota. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mariota. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Running the counter, Patterson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mariota. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Bengals offense returns to the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And they will take a knee here.
Here we go.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. A long way to to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. What a game we were treated to in this one. And